None of that happened.
No.
When you left office, Nigeria was as reliant on oil as it had been before you started.
Now, Stephen, what you have read is correct, but what have been the result, you have not read. What was the result? When we came in, and we give you a few examples, cocoa production in Nigeria was 150,000 metric tons. By the time I left, it was 400,000 metric tons.
You know what? Yeah, well, you can quibble about the figures, but basically 90% of Nigeria's foreign revenues and 2/3 of its entire national revenues came from the oil industry after you left office, just as they did pretty much before you came to office. Structural reform is difficult in Africa, and you didn't achieve it in Nigeria. Look at your record on energy production. Look at your record on infrastructure, roads built, railways delivered. You did not do what you are now insisting Africa's many nation states have to do.
Now, Stephen, have you finished? Now, let me now tell you that you are wrong. I started a railway program. I even started the building. Those who took over from me, a railway program, a 25-year railway program to connect Nigeria. And that plan is what they are following today. But those who took over from me decided that they will not go on with it. And you see, if you build a bridge and somebody comes in and removes the bridge, it's not that you haven't built the bridge, it's that somebody has come and removed the bridge. And you talk about power. When I came into government in 1999, the price of oil hovered around $8 and $9 per barrel. By the time it got to $22 per barrel, we started going into power production, something we started 7. What will have taken us?
You have a great capacity for putting a very rosy tint on your record, but it's not me accusing you. If I may, Mr. President, it's not me accusing you of failing in your tenure, and I'm only judging you this way because you make so many claims to be a crusader for better governance, clean government.
Because I did it. And you are not recalling, you are not dealing with what was done. You are dealing with what was there.
I'm dealing with the way Nigeria perceives you today.
No,
when you say, hang on, when you say it is necessary for Africa's governments to clean up their act today because corruption is corrosive at a time when population is rising so fast, be mindful of what the National Assembly said in November of last year when you lectured them about corruption.
What did they say?
Do you want me to read it?
Read what they say.
Lest we forget, they said, the person who introduced corruption to this National Assembly is Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. He birthed the Fourth Republic National Assembly with corrupt practices from day one of his administration.
Stephen, what they say, is it right or they are talking rubbish? Listen to me. When I took over, the first thing that the National Assembly sent to me, and they sent who was my national security advisor, is that whenever I'm sending a bill to them, I should send it with money. And I said no. If I send a bill to them and they don't pass it, I will still run the affairs of Nigeria.
Says, have you forgotten the sacks of money that were displayed on the floor of the House of Representatives?
Where did it come from?
Being used for bribes.
Where did it come from?
Well, you tell me.
Now
you should ask
the man who brought it on the table.
He says you, and I'm quoting him directly, now the grandfather of corruption in Nigeria.
I never gave anybody a dime. Never.
Why is it that so many Nigerians do not believe you?
Now many Nigerians believe me. I wrote the EFCC investigated,
the anti-corruption watchdog,
investigated me thoroughly and came out with a report that completely absolved me of corruption. Completely.
the grandfather of corruption. The words of the National Assembly. Because I know, you know why?
Yes.
Because they're fed up with you lecturing them.
No,
you claim they are corrupt today.
I will keep on lecturing them.